What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this glorious Top 5 Friday. And I'm so excited, guys. We're at the end of 2021. So we are talking the top 5 songs of the year as picked by me. I whittled it down and I think I got my favorite. So let's get right to it at number 5. The Color of the Sky by Thrice off of their album Horizons East. Man, this whole album was great, but man, what an opening track to this record. Actually, and this is really saying something, but this might be my favorite opening track to any Thrice album because it's got so much drama to it with the synthesizers and the way that it just kind of builds up. And then when those drums come in, man, Riley's just going nuts, and of course the vocals by Dustin Kensrue, always top notch. That raspiness, that rocking. You know, nobody really rocks like Thrice these days. They're carrying the torch for rock and roll, and they're here to stay in my mind. And this was the standout track from that record. So that's my number 5. Now at number 4. Who Do You Think You Are by Morgan off of their album The River and the Stone. If you haven't heard of Morgan, they are an amazing group out of Madrid, Spain, who you would think would sing in Spanish, but most of their songs are sung in English. And the lead vocalist, Nina, is just beautiful. Her vocals just evoke the 70s, and like some of my favorite groups of that era, like Fleetwood Mac and Pink Floyd, they have that kind of vibe just all around their sound in general, but especially on this song, man. It just takes you back to that kind of style and has that kind of mid-tempo groove, and you just want to put your teeth out like, yeah, but also the lyrics are kind of scathing, which is really fun to hear from this band, and I can't wait to see where they go next from here because they just keep getting better and better. Check it out if you haven't heard it, and that is just my number 4. So now at number 3, Angel of Death by Manchester Orchestra from their album The Million Masks of God, which is just a spectacular masterpiece of a record. And that's saying something for Manchester Orchestra, man, because they are just consistently solid, like Thrice, one of the best rock bands out there to do it today. And they're a bit more on the alternative side, but this is the standout track on that album. I mean, the whole record is great, but this one especially, it kind of has all this room to breathe and grow, and it rocks, but then it also slows down. And when you listen to the lyrics, man, you really get the gist of this album, where it's really having a lot to do with the grieving process, and it's heavy, but it's also beautiful at the same time. Andy Hull and the guys, they just take it to another level on this track, and I absolutely love it. And that's just my number 3. So now at number 2. Till I Change Your Mind by Teddy Swims. This song just took me by surprise earlier this year. It is just so cool. It has got such a great guitar riff and such a great groove, and Teddy Swims is one of the greatest vocalists on the planet. If you haven't heard of this guy, just YouTube him and you'll get in this rabbit hole of just ear candy, because he is just incredible and not what you would imagine him to look like from his voice. I mean, the guy can do Marvin Gaye, and he can do anything as far as I'm concerned. He can sing the phone book, but this song in particular is very special because the message of the song about loving your fellow man and standing up in the face of injustice is just incredible, because it's not often that you come across a song like this that has that kind of message. Marvin Gaye would be one artist that comes to mind, where It's that potent with importance, while at the same time grooving and making you want to put your teeth out and dance along to it. So just an amazing song that almost was my number one, but now at number one, Coloratura by Coldplay, the closing track from Music of the Spheres. This album, which, you know, a lot of people are kind of like love it or hate it. I'm a little bit more on the like it side overall, but this song by itself, I think, saves the album from disaster. It is just one of their greatest songs of their entire catalog, and that, from me, is really saying something, because Rush of Blood to the Head, just one of my favorite records of all time. Just they're one of my favorite bands, period. And for them to keep growing and exploring new territory. I mean, this song is 10 plus minutes, and it's not the runtime, it's the quality of the runtime. It is incredible. It is progressive while at the same time being catchy and melodic and just as relatable and beautiful as most of their most well-known songs, like Yellow from the very beginning. Man, what can you say, man? It's just so well produced. Everything about it, from the midsection where it sounds like an excerpt from the La La Land soundtrack, to the ending where Johnny is just doing his best on lead guitar, and then the Whoa-Ohs by Chris Martin and Will Champion. Just everybody at the top of their game. If this was the last thing that Coldplay ever did, what a way to go out. My God, it is gorgeous. So that is it, guys. That is my top 5 songs of 2021. Tune in next week where I'll be doing my top 5 albums of the year. So there might be a little bit of overlap here and there, but you know, my favorites are my favorites. So let me know what you guys think. If you can, give me a top 5. If you're so bold, leave me a top 10. There were so many great songs this year. There's tons of great music. We're always about discovering and rediscovering great music here on the channel. So let me know what are your favorites. And guys, we got top 5s every Friday, album reviews, so much more. Thank you for watching. And as always, Viva la Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.